Welcome back to this new video of Formula 1. We are at the Monaco Grand Prix. Guys, I made all my practice. The car feels awesome. I got the P1 in practice too. I don't know how much of that will be true in the qualifying. Before we do so, of course, let's see messages. Nothing. What? It will rain in quali in Monaco. Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, that sucks. Yeah, there is no point. No point. We are going to finish it. Oh, man. Monaco is won by the qualifying. Who gets higher in quali will finish higher in race. And it's raining. It's raining. I don't know how much I can do raining. I will try, of course. Raining in Monaco. I never drove Monaco in the vets. I gotta say. I gotta say. But yes, of course Q3 will be dry, but I'm not sure we will ever arrive in Q3. But let's go. Okay, guys, we came back in the pits because honestly it was undrivable. So I thought to come back, spend a little bit of time more in skipping, so that maybe that the track gets a little better, because I couldn't drive at all. Honestly, couldn't drive at all. So I would say to just go now. But yeah, let's see. The race the track condition in the vets with this setup is I don't know, man. I don't know, but let's see. At least if we can get to P2, or otherwise the race will be a nightmare here. But let's see what we can do now. Avoiding, of course, every kind of curb can help. Ooh, damn.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Well, I guess it will be qualifying over anyway, my dear. Because I don't think even with this lap we can get ourselves... maybe 15th, but we'll see. The reason is that Grosjean is even... Get the freak out, man. A whole lap, you aren't. Oh my god. This is undrivable! The saves. As we come across the line, and it's a 130, and we won't be enough. It's 18th place. 18th place. It's undrivable. Undrivable. Oh my. That's the best I can go, guys. I'm not a good driver in the wet conditions, and especially when my setup is dry. My setup is for dry conditions, and yeah, not Monaco, not that. So it will be it for us. We will start 18. I believe it's 18th place, and I think it's 18. Thank God we managed to get the resource points of the 9th place in Spain, because otherwise that would be a failure from us.
That's not exactly ideal.
Yeah, there was bad luck because of the vet condition, but Let's see what we can do with the race. The issue with the race is that it's a Monaco. We won't overtake anyone besides the pit stops, and that could be our strategy. Where do we start from?
We have Vettel, Verstappen, Pierre Gasly, and Leclerc, Norris, Sainz, Perez, and Kimi Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Weber, Alexander Albon, and Magnussen, Grosjean, Butler, Antonio Giovinazzi, and the engineer.
Here we are. We start 18th.
Ends our grid lineup, and with light
9th row, fully made out of Italians. With our teammate, our friend Antonio Giovinazzi.
We're in amongst the pack and just need to stay in one piece.
Yes, this is the strategy that I was hoping for. Go with the medium and then the last stint with the softs. Maybe a bit. Nah, this is the best. 13-7. 13-7. Yes, this is the only one, and I will put 22 laps because hopefully we can push as much as we can once everyone stops, and we will have a pretty slow start. I'm not gonna put everything ERS and fuel at max at the beginning of the race, guys, but surely at the end, actually at the end, almost at the end of the race, as we start 18th. And another thing that I wanted to show you guys that I totally forgot to do in the computer at the beginning before even getting inside here is that I cannot show you now, but two components of our power unit are at 60% of usage, which means that after this race we will change power unit or the two options, and now it's gonna retire me from the formation lap, right? Yes, another flashback because of the formation lap. Anyways, I was saying that, goddamn, not like that. Excuse me, can I please? Thanks, I was talking. So yeah, we're going to substitute those two units, and my idea is that I am going to use those used units only for the practice sessions. So FP1 and 2, where I basically do the R&D options. Come on, game, let me talk. No, I know, guys, I'm probably not gonna get a penalty because of the context, but I don't want to get the risk. But anyway, I was saying that we will change those power unit pieces. It should be the MGUH, I believe, and the thermo combustion engine, maybe? I don't remember. But anyway, I will show you in a free spot when we will get the formation lap done. Anyway, so yeah, we will change those, and I will use the current engine, the current power unit for practice purposes, so that I won't ruin the power unit during practices, and only using for, of course, the races and in qualifying, of course. As we come across, of course, the last sector of the Grand Prix of Montecarlo, and here we are, 5 red lights, and away we go. I wanted to tell you something, guys, that I just noticed, but I will wait for turn 1 first, and then start talking, avoiding contacts. Anyway, I thought that, oh my, Kubica, what are you? Leaving space, thank you, bro. We're following Giovinazzi and Baller that are squeezed to the wall. We have 0 space. Can I get inside? That was super. Illegal overtake on Giovinazzi. What? What? Illegal overtake where? Hello? Illegal overtake? Anyway, what I was saying, guys, at the beginning is that thinking about it, I could have changed every option of the power unit to get all the track penalties, the grid penalties, because we were already starting 18, and starting 20th wouldn't change basically anything. So probably the best idea, the best option was to get spare parts for the engine, for the, of course, the entire power units, and then use it throughout the career. And now though, we will probably do that in another race where we will suck in quali, or we will get a penalty for it. I don't know. Could have been better if I did it in this Grand Prix.
With the wear on the MGU-H, overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
As I can show you now, guys, here we go. The TC and the MGU-H are the two very used, 66 and 65%. I believe that we won't have any issue in this Grand Prix. I'm very sorry, guys, if I'm not talking that much, but considering that this is Monaco, of course I want to get the best focus, considering that every single mistake here in Monaco is worth basically the entire race. So I am trying to, actually I will try to talk more and be a bit more entertainment, but of course every time I speak there's always a risk that goes that I can crash to the wall, and something that I don't want is of course retiring from this race. But we are managing of course the pace of Giovinazzi very high, and sometimes even faster than him. They're at the point that I have to brake earlier because there is no space to overtake. But this is nice because of course he's using the soft tires while we have the medium, which means that if we are faster than a Sauber with the softs, and we of course, as I said, have the medium, means that our pace to gain some position at the pit dance, as I like to call, will be higher. But of course we want to pass in a good way into the streets of Monaco, but Giovinazzi has a very good speed, and without DRS we can't.
Okay, battery's looking good. You can use overtake to get past.
We're super close to this Alfa Romeo. Would be interesting to overtake Giovinazzi to see how good we can keep up the pace of Butler with the softs. But I don't think that it will be any case by now, because Giovinazzi is keeping up nice. Even with DRS, I was trying the move, but there is no space in this track, as we are actually almost touching with Giovinazzi. I'm even saving a lot of ERS, because again there is no point of pushing considering that we cannot make any move, and at the same time without the ERS, we literally ERS set to 0. We are keeping up even faster than Giovinazzi. This might be the car gap with the Renault in the difference with the Alfa Romeo, I don't know, but even with the DRS we cannot even get close to try the move on Giovinazzi. But this is actually helping us a lot in terms of saving the ERS batteries usage for the overall performance of the engine, because means that temperature will be lower and the MGUH and the TC will be less used, let's say, which means lower percentage of worn in our components. It's time to see how much the pace on other cars is as we go in the inside of these. I don't know the names of Montecarlo, but anyway, we got the job done pretty easily. Probably my classic dive, but anyway, it's time to see our pace against other drivers, and especially to see how much we can gain with those soft tires, considering that we still have to do 10 laps with those compounds. 2.3 seconds is the gap between me and Devon Butler, which is already here, but of course he is behind a lot of cars. There is a huge serpent in front of me, which made me already arrive, basically. Was 2.5 in sector 1. Let's see how much will be in sector 2. Let's see how much we gained in basically one sector. One complete second. Of course he is losing a lot of time because in front of him there is Magnussen again. Of course, and a lot of cars now are going to the pits.
Daniel's in for his stop.
And now it's time for us to shine. And now Butler goes in, which means that we have a lot of space in front of us to now try, of course, to get as much gap as possible so that we can have the pit window open and we have a huge gap to remain in a very good position. It's safety car! It's safety car! I will stop now. Please give me the reds. It is safety car. Thank God the safety car just arrived when we approached the pit.
Go.
This will save us a lot of time, because now we just pitted in the safety car and we pitted probably before everybody else. Oh man, this is huge.
Clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a
This can literally be the game changing for us. Oh my God, what a timing!
take the safety car. You may overtake the
What a
safety car.
timing to get the safety car! Imagine safety car was deployed literally 1 second after. 1 second after was all it took to ruin my entire race.
Speed, our delta is too low.
Because then we had to do an entire lap, probably not even stop under safety car, but then everybody was grouped up, so our strategy was going to be useless. But now we are under safety car with new component of tires, with a lot of fuel, which means that now when it will be race, we have probably the faster car if anyone else will pit now, or I don't think they will pit now. What's the point of pitting under safety car? And it's actually safety car in this lap already. I didn't even see that. Okay, so it was basically 2 laps of safety car, but it helped a lot in the pits because we literally had we gained so much time during pits. If we didn't stop, probably our race would have been destroyed. As it's race on now, and it's everything I have. Because now, of course, we have to try to get the best out of our car, considering that Perez and Sainz do not have DRS for the next 2 laps. Which means that they cannot defend themselves besides their speed. Oh, it's actually Norris, not Sainz, but yeah, you got it. And this is huge because now, considering that Bottas retired. It's another car that we gained advantage. In fact, it's Carlos Sainz leading the race, which means he's gonna get passed by every single one. Or I mean, unless he's gonna win it, because you know nobody said that he can pass through. I mean, other drivers can overtake him. Let's see if we can get something from this section here as we get the speed at the top. But no, god damn, Perez is so damn fast. Turn 1 is too far, and Perez defends the inside. Good move from him. I'm gonna save a bit more, guys, when we will have the DRS. And let's see if I can get... Let's see if I can create a move that... And we made it! Oh my, that was bad. We collided with Perez, but we made it where Charles did on, I believe, Grosjean in real life. That was nice. We cut turn 1. And now we gotta go. Now we have to go. We'll leave the ERS actually to 2, because honestly, we can even succeed without ERS, and we saw it previously. As Carlos Sainz is still in P1. It would be amazing if Carlos Sainz will win this race. Imagine that. He will win the Monaco Grand Prix as his first career, his first year in McLaren, after a very poor performance for McLaren for the past few years. And now it's once again following up cars and see if we can manage to get a move. I don't know if the graphic is telling me that tires are not that good, or the engine is not that good. Both ways, it's a bit frustrating to see that image constantly in the face. Can we try the move now on Lando Norris as we did on the Alfa Romeo? But no, we cannot. He's too fast. Considering that his teammate is leading the race. Oh no, he's not. Oh wait, he stopped? He's all the way down. He's literally last. From hero to zero, Carlos. I'm trying again in the inside of last turn, as we did it once again on Lando Norris, and of course it says bigger full collision, but we are dirty drivers.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tires need to last till...
I mean, everything depends on how slow Gasly will be, because I believe that of all drivers in front of us, Gasly is the only one probably the easier to take. But this could be an amazing Grand Prix for us again. Starting 18th. Not on points, but on 6th place. I know. With dirty moves on Carlos. I'm sorry. With dirty moves on... what's his name? Lando Norris. And Perez. Right here. But still we managed to get the positions on track. And... the game did not give me any penalty, so I believe that they were dirty, but not the dirtiest. But again, what a luck for that safety car. That safety car right there. That safety car right there gave us the opportunity to be 6th in this Monaco Grand Prix, where we started 18th after a poor qualifying, considering that it rained in qualifying and we did not manage to reach Q2. We're still using our third lap mapping of engine in rich of in terms of fuel, because we still have a lot of fuel that we saved throughout the entire Grand Prix, considering that it was a slow pace Grand Prix until the safety car.
We're accumulating some wear on the MGUK. To manage this, we'll need to lower our ERS deployment mode.
ERS deployment mode to 0 then, so don't tell me that there is nothing else I can do to finish this race. Let me finish the race.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
And we just need 2, my friend. Now guys, it's really like just following cars. I'm not trying any move because there is not the opportunity, not on Gasly, not on the Ferraris. So unless his engine breaks again, I am gonna just focus those last 2 laps just to bring the car. Actually, look at how much gap is there between me and Norris. I just realized that we have a 6 seconds gap between us and Norris, which is an amazing gap. I mean, considering that Gasly is basically bringing us away with his DRS and his stall. But yeah, as I said, guys, I will do this lap as cool as possible. Actually, since I believe this video got cut a lot time, considering that most of the Grand Prix I was not talking because I was going to focus especially behind Giovinazzi. But now that we got time, let's chat a little, because yes, this Grand Prix, what an amazing Grand Prix.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge.
I am not doing it because let's do it. Anyway, yeah, what an amazing Grand Prix. I'm so happy, guys. I'm very, very proud of my career in Formula 1 2019 so far, because every race is enjoyable, at least driving. Hopefully it's the same while watching. But Baku, Bahrain, and China, and this one as well. Why not even Spain? All of them. Probably the last one, or the least one, was Melbourne, because maybe being the first, we were just, I was actually trying to get
One lap of fuel remaining.
the ends ready for the Grand Prix. But what an amazing career. Hopefully you guys are enjoying as much as I am those Grand Prix, because seriously, it's very, very nice to drive and having this much of adrenaline, these overtakes, this strategy as we did in Spain, this strategy as we did in Monte Carlo. What an amazing race, considering that, yes, a lot of luck in our terms because of the safety car, but at the same time we were there at the right point. Considering that if we were slower, probably, I mean, we would have been the same position. But consider that if we were faster, or imagine if we lost that much time behind Giovinazzi at the point that we couldn't even get ready for the pit stop. And as we cross the line, it's 6th place for our another amazing performance. We started 18th in Munich. What am I saying? In Monaco. What an amazing result. This is redemption from last year. We retired from the Monte Carlo Grand Prix in 2018, and today, starting 18th, we arrived 6th, right behind the Red Bull and Ferraris, and thanks to the
I have to give it to the engineer.
yes, you have to give it to me. You have to give it to me. What an amazing performance. Another amazing performance. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. The overtakes were nice. I enjoyed the dives on the inside. Hopefully you did it too, because Monaco is insanely hard to overtake. And we did it touching side by side, wheel to wheel, but we didn't break anything, so not the darkest. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? Yes. The car is nimble. Our power adventure really came in handy. Please give me all the power unit department noticing.
You're surpassing all
Oh man, what an adrenaline.
for anyone stop you?
Now with the current power unit, please, all the percentage.
Lost between you and your rival for a bit.
No,
But you came out on top, didn't you?
was there in doubt. He's a great driver. I think we both enjoyed it. I mean, if you're talking about Daniel, yes. If we were talking about Butler, no.
Not to end your race with that crash.
Do you think we were lucky not to end? Well, she's probably talking about one of the two overtakes. I was lucky. We really need to focus on getting him on down first. No. I think there was a suspension issue. No comment. Shut up, Claire. Amazing race. Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's go and update, of course, the car. And we are surely winning the rivalry on Daniel right now. Yes, we do. And we're still leading, of course, on Butler. What an amazing race. I am so, so happy. As we are, of course, taking all the points, and here they are, the 600. We can update the car so much. So much. And look at the respect reputation in terms of teams. What an amazing race. I am so, so, so happy. So happy. A beautiful, beautiful performance.
One of your rivals has also been invited.
Alfred, just go before you leave here, have a look at the invitational. Of course. Of course. But before we do so, guys, let's go and update our car, because as you can see, all the, well, I mean, not those, but basically this one and these two, I guess? No, these only two. Have a 1 week update, which means that as we skip Monaco, we will have those updates. So let's get this one. Let's get this one, which are 1 week update, and let's wait for this one. And then I would like to, let's see, ICE durability, internal combustion engine, turbo durability, energy storage. I would love to have the energy storage. I mean, let's do it. We have a lot of points. And then, because, you know, it means that we can have more ERS that we can use more often and whatnot. So, motor gear unit, the MGUH, considering that we have basically destroyed it, I will go for it as well. And let's do it right now. So 41%. Well, we can do another Grand Prix, probably other 2 Grand Prix. Let's have the new one. No, not for this one. Well, actually, it's pretty pointless to do it now. It's easier if we do it I mean, this organization before the next Grand Prix, so that I can use these components for the new for the new free practices, and then, of course, use the new components. Red Bull 2010 in Brazil or 1991 McLaren MP46 in Belgium? Why do you even ask? I am a great fan of the McLaren era of Senna and Prost and all of them. The MP44 is one of my favorite cars of all time. I have even a small replica of this car, and I really love it. So MP46, why not? Overtake challenge. Beat Butler scores of 10. Easy. Oh my god, let's hear the sound. I'm gonna, of course, switch it. Okay. This car does not break at all. Good to know. Well, I mean, having my muscle memory of the 2019 cars, it's harder to go down to 1996. Who are we against? Which kind of car are we fighting to overtake? Oh, it's the same car? Or no, I believe it's actually the MP44. I think it. God damn, not like this. Hello? I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm definitely using a flashbang here, a flashback here, because I was busy looking at what kind of car I was overtaking instead of overtaking. But yeah, I believe it's an MP44. Let me know in the comments down below if this is the case or I don't know how to recognize cars. But I believe it's an MP44, even because I said that I have an MP44 replica and it's one of my favorite cars of all time. And I believe it's an MP44 only because of the upper side pods of the car, the one behind the driver's helmet. There is not a full piece, but you know, there is that kind of black arc, I don't know how to call it, right there on top. My god, again I was crashing with this guy because I was watching at the car. Is it? I am confused. Yes, it is an MP44. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it's not surely my car. It's a McLaren MP4 for sure. Might be the... I mean, it must be the either the 2 or the 4, because these are the only two other McLaren in this game that I'm aware of. But yeah, considering that it's so slow, I mean, cannot be another McLaren. But anyway, 3 minutes to go, and we still have to overtake 6 cars as we, of course, dive to the inside, because guys, there is no penalty. I'm sorry, there is no damage. That's what I was gonna say. There is no damage. I don't know how to talk today. I can't talk. There is no damage opportunity, so we cannot crash with others and destroy our cars, which means that we can, of course, play dirty. And the only reason is because we are trying to defeat Butler's record of 10 overtakes, which is already easy, but we want to make it in style as fast as we can. As we get close to Izumi, Spa is another track. It's probably my top 2 track in the calendar that I really, really love. Spa-Francorchamps is definitely my top 2 race, driving and watching and enjoying the track. I mean, probably not with these old cars, but I cannot wait to arrive there with the current 2019 cars, because we will have a lot of fun, considering that, again, I really, really, really love that track. I mean, this track, as we go in the inside of Clark. Actually, that was the outside, but it's not exactly the same. 1 minute and 20 to go. We have 2 cars to overtake, but Moreno is getting closer and closer and closer, just 40 meters away from us, and this will be car number 10. I don't think we will be able to overtake more than 10, considering that there is only 1 more car in front of us, and that car will be the 10th. So either Butler did 9 cars, so 10th would be the record breaking, or the speed of this car. Well, it's not even that much, but of course we won't have enough time to finish the lap and at the same time catch up the last car in the grid. So I will be 10, as we really enjoy this. I'm enjoying this sound of the car, freaking lovely. The old turbo era. The one and true domination of Senna in McLaren, and we are, by the way, rocking his suit on his McLaren. Alright, so we did so, and we achieved the goal we wanted. Now it's Canada, and if you guys watched last year's race in Canada, we started 15th for a stupid qualifying in wet conditions, and we won. What an amazing race. And Canada, I love Canada. Like, just freaking love Canada. Like, freaking love Canada. Anyway, score 12 Drivers' Champions point in 2 weekends. If we go like we're going now, it's easy. Now, Carl. Oh no, the front wheel failed. Come on, Carl. You had one job, Carl. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we have enough points to... Yeah, we don't. Damn it. That was even the good one, I believe. Yeah, we could have gotten in front of McLaren with... No, wait. Yeah, we could have gotten in front of McLaren with... Come on, let me go with this update. But now, the overall performance... We are literally behind Ferrari with our power unit. We are the 5th faster car in the grid. We outscored McLaren and Racing Point, which means that we can go for the big points already from the start. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Guys, I really, really hope you enjoyed this race. We will see you next time in this Grand Prix from FDR It's All, and I will see you next time.